hard-hitting undercover journalism.
I will tell y'all right now, it is not a pool. There is not a dating pool.
It's a swamp.
I told David this the other day. It is literally a trailer park.
Oh.
There's no pool. It is a trailer park, but there are no trailers in said park. It is all porta potties, and they're all aflame.
Gross. Bunch of squatters.
This is where we're at.
Well,
it is a trailer park.
I tell you what, I think that this is a lovely opportunity for us to say, consider this in the journey of 1,000 miles, the first few steps. So I think what we're going to do at an hour and 15 minutes, and I can't believe it's been that much already,
it flew by.
We're going to cut. I think we're going to say, we're going to keep it here. This is it. We have some strategies to talk about. How Melissa gets back into the pool, how Scott and I, as stable married men with, 16, 17, 18 years of monogamy, maybe it's the same thing, can help and contribute to the... I think it was... Same thing. Yeah, same thing. But we can definitely help. And at the same time, as we continue to do this, bringing other women into the fold, and maybe... in a society that really has relegated people to feeling very alone, we can take a community approach, a tightly knit family, a familial approach to figure out how to help uplift one another and bring penises and vaginas together, or vaginas and vaginas, or penises and penises, or whatever you identify as having your nondescript, non-labeled sexual organ. Let's figure out a way to bring a healthy interaction to these private parts again.
That's right.
Important question.
Yeah.
Can I wear the Mimi eyeshadow every time?
I would. I don't think you'll be on the show if you don't. That's where I'm at.
Can that be my thing? Can we just Mimi it out
every
time? Some
ground rules. We all have to have a couple of cocktails before we start recording because we want to be relaxed and we want to be loose. Not to the point where we have lost control over our faculties, but we have eroded the first layer of inhibition.
So what you're saying is we don't want to do vanilla cake whiskey.
Oh fuck! That shit was so gross. Never bring that to my house again.
Did you actually watch the Hallmark Channel? No, you didn't.
No,
I think you were being a little.
Can I tell you though what it's like to wake up the next day and to have the acid burps that still somehow taste like fucking sprinkles? It is just the absolute worst. The worst. Scotty, you tried that shit.
I didn't have as much whiskey that night as you did.
That's all. God.
Scott only had one shot of it. I'm not gonna lie. I do not have any clue how much of that I drank because the bottle was just legitimately gone.
Let me tell you how much you had. I had to carry you
you
across my property. And this is at like 2 a.m, and I'm shit-faced because I've had.
Melissa was the loudest.
Dude.
And then immediately the quietest guest of the party.
But she was still, what I love about Melissa is that there's still somehow like in The Walking Dead, like there's still a part of your brain that like keeps you animated to a certain extent. So even though she's hammered and sleeping, she'd still be like at one point we said something. I think my neighbor Tom came over and he's like, "That's right, baby. Remember how you said you love me?" And then you were just like literally having slept for like 20 minutes. All of a sudden your hands just go up and you're like, "Fuck yeah, motherfucker!" And then they just slowly descend and you're snoring again. So no, I had to get you in the house, and then I had to come back out and get my wife in the house, and I couldn't tell you who was drunker between the two of you. All I know is that the next day you at least were able to get up and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Poor Krista.
Yeah, my wife spent the day on the bathroom floor. Recovering from the world's worst hangover.
Both of you girls completely ruined the menage a trois. So there you go.
Well, you know what? If there's anything I'm good at, it's ruining shit. So
that's my job.
I know.
No,
there goes my job.
Not you. Let's leave the rooting to Scott. They call him the human wrecking ball.